mind just keeping your I'll let you
Yep.
know when you have 2 minutes left. All right. All right. Thank you.
Right. Hi guys, how are you today?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy to be revisiting this film. I saw it at Sundance last year. It was my number one film there, and I was like, what's happening with the film? When is it coming out? I was not at Sundance back in 2006 for Half Nelson, though I did see that early on, but I was there in 2015 for Mississippi Grind, which I think is a really underrated, fantastic film. And having seen some of your other works, I feel like Freaky Tales is not what I would have expected from you guys, and I'm curious where it came from.
But Captain Marvel was. You were ready for that one. But Freaky Tales
That's
is
that's different. Freaky Tale's its own thing. That's Marvel, it's still something different. Yes.
yeah. No, they're all different. I know that they started sort of like with a nuanced sort of character vibe, but I think that with every movie we're looking to just not by design, but just to do something different, just because we get bored doing the same thing again and again in our lives. So um, but that said, Freaky Tales is something I've been thinking about for literally decades, going all the way back to when I first heard the Too Short song of Freaky Tales. So it's been swirling in my head. Different iterations have been pitched to Anna over the years. None of them good until finally the version that's going to hit screens sort of began to conceptualize, and that's what we came up with.
You have a favorite among the four separate stories?
Um, I, Not really. I mean, the great thing about the four stories, I think, is that they kind of like build because they are interconnected. I think people tend to love like the later stories more because there is this build that happens as you learn how the stories and the characters interweave, and these stories of these four underdogs kind of collide together in time. Then it has this climactic ending that really brings them together in a satisfying way. So I think people tend to like kind of the final think they like the final chapter the most, but it I think is because it's like the culmination of all four.
I agree with that totally. I also there's so many great cast members, but I'm particularly excited to see Ben Mendelsohn because I feel like most people know him from TV and from Captain Marvel, but like having seen him in Mississippi Grind, I think he's so terrific, and it's great just how absolutely despicable he is in this. And I'm curious how you pitched him on that, and how he felt about being thought of for such a great, lovely role.
Well, I was the one who got to pitch him on this. Um, I called him up, and I happened to know that he liked Too Short's music because he comes onto set on every movie with like a little boom box. Just announcing himself with that whatever music he's listening to that day. And I think that he'd like played Too Short music on set before. So I happened to know that he, was familiar with the au revoir. And so I said, well, this movie's called Freaky Tales. And he was immediately like, oh my God. All right. So you've got my attention. And I kind of told him a little bit about the story. And before I even got to what role he played, he was like, I'm in, mama. He calls everybody mama, not just me. And
Tells me Papa.
Um, and uh, and so then I did like tell him about, his role, and he was like, "All right, I'll play the villain for you. For this one, I'll play the villain." And, I think that there were certain lines that, certain moments that he was a little uncomfortable getting with because he's like such a sweet guy. Like nobody wants to say some of the things that we wrote for him to say in that. But we just told him like you just got to go with it, dude. You just got to be this guy. And he went with it.
It wasn't just us though, like the actors did like them so much, Dominique and Normani. He felt like he didn't want to say those things to them, and they were like, dude, just let us have it. Come on. We know you're a good guy. That's not you. Let's act.
Well, after Captain Marvel and this, I have no idea what to expect next from the two of you. Do you have anything you can share that's in the works?
Nothing we can share publicly, but we're circling some things that are very exciting.
Yeah, and it will be nothing like Freaky Tales.
But
I can
more
assure
like
you.
something from the past.
Well, we'll say that there will be character development. There will be nuanced character portraits, and it'll be like emotional, be big. It'll be a movie.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Wish you plenty of success with this one. I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Hannah. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.